Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Club Racing UK podcast, live on a Wednesday across social media. Will you two stop it already? Less than 10 seconds into the podcast, and they're bickering already.
I'm glad you can't see Nick's face anyway.
Oh no, we wanted to put
flag.
Nick's got flag in the way. Okay, well,
I am Ukraine.
That's scrapped that idea up tonight. But as you can see tonight, we've got a few changes. I'm feeling a lot better after COVID, so I can actually talk to you. Steph's got a bit of lurgy now, and as you have noticed, Nick has moved house and hasn't quite got the internet sorted yet, so he's joined Steph this evening for the show live at Steph's place. And we've got two different guests. Go on, Nick.
Just to clarify, I have not moved in with Steph.
You wish.
No way, that's happening.
To be fair, with the amount of outhouses Steph's probably, you could have, there could have been a possibility there.
Just kick me at the bottom of his.
I have to kick the butler up then, and that's not happening.
I like that. And joining us this week is two new guests to the Club Racing UK podcast to talk about all things Type R Trophy. Ash Moor and James Mansell join the show this evening. Good evening, guys.
Hello.
Evening. How are we all doing?
Good. Yourself?
Living the dream, as per usual. I suppose I better ask Pinky and Perky. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah, getting good. I'm going to have the lurgy after today.
Yes, you are.
It's certainly looking that way, isn't it? It's certainly looking it that way. Right. Right, just quickly, Stefan, have you sorted any brakes for the Mini?
Any brakes?
Any brakes?
What brakes do you want?
Well,
brakes for the Mini?
Well, funnily enough, Hawk Motorsport actually have quite a good offer. They are now a stockist. They are now a stockist for EBC brakes, being an independently owned and managed leader in the brake market. Proud of its customers, its products, its success, and its people, EBC Brakes produce the largest range of brake pads and brake discs in the world, with over 5,000 part numbers for every type of moving vehicle. So that's EBC Brakes, and that's through hawkmotorsports.co.uk. They are selling now the EBC RB1 racing pad, dedicated motorsport pad, high performance, unprecedented modulation and control, resulting in a track pad that feels uniquely different to the competition and allows drivers to extract every last tenth from each and every braking zone. And the RBX racing pad, designed for vehicles driven hard on track, the RBX possesses a high friction level of 0.55 between 0 and 850 degrees, no idea what that means, and achieves 100% brake effect from cold.
No.
There we go.
Well,
Right,
Well done.
that's the
It was so well rehearsed.
that was seamless. Right. Let's get to some of the comments this evening. Good evening to Shine Automotive, to Carl Barton, also known as Project Vinny on Instagram. If you want some old school VW vibes, get onto Project Vinny on Facebook and see what he's getting up to. Unfortunately, he had an auto solo last week that didn't quite go to plan. Matt Cleary just made it back in time for the podcast. The wife's car broke down, had to fix it and get it back in time. #winning. Was it a Ford?
Matt, was it a Ford?
Was it a Ford? Can you please confirm that? Vicky Pratt joins us this evening. Jason Stone. Good evening, Jason. Vicky, oh my God, who let those two in the same room?
It's going to be a night of fun.
Yes, it is.
Jamie Peter Ennis. And Jordan Honeybone, you boys back in TDC this year. Well, I know Steph and Matt are, but unfortunately I won't be.
No loss there, eh?
Oh,
Well,
Rob bottled it.
No, I know. I'm going to the modified Fords. I'm looking forward to it.
It's just one less Club Racing UK car to break down on track, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll go break down somewhere else instead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but at least you're with others.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. With that, gents, I think it's time for the news. Let's catch Stefan out. Nick?
I'm just going to say, this is really nice being here where we've got good internet because I get to watch the videos.
Well, every day's a school day, Nick. Hopefully, if you get the internet sorted, properly, it'll be done. Right, the first bit of news. So you guys would have all seen what's going on in the past week or so. Ukraine is smouldering. The Russians have decided to just go absolutely bonkers. And as a result, the FIA have chickened out doing anything about it and just said you can race as neutral. But today, Motorsport UK announced that they are banning Russian licenses, Belarusian. So you can't race under the Russian flag. You can't race over here. And I mean, I suppose they're doing that for the big boys, like Nikita Marzipan or whatever his bloody name is, and a few guys in Formula 2 and Formula 3. But how do you guys think it's going to go down in club racing? Will there be anyone affected?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not that. It's not that they're not doing it, are they?
No.
It's a strong move, isn't it?
If they're pro-war and they're behind it, then yeah, fuck them off.
They're running
But
around with AK-47s, but all they're trying to do is drive their race car quick.
Yeah.
that's it. I think it's a dick move.
I can. I see what you mean. I think what they're trying to do. You try and look at it from all sides. I think that's what they're trying to do with all the sanctions. You're not going to get rid of Vladimir Putin by threatening him because he just doesn't give a shit. So if you piss the Russian people off, which is what they're trying to do with all these sanctions, hopefully they'll turn on him.
Yeah,
That's maybe the thinking
Yeah, I
behind
see
it.
that point.
That is the plan.
So if you do that, you affect every way of life, and I think that's the thinking behind it.
Yeah.
That's the
Do you
thinking
know
behind
what? I'm just going to say, I know it's completely unclub level racing related, but I did see today that someone has hacked all the electric charging points in Russia and translated it to Putin is a dickhead. Oh, that's brilliant.
That is good. It is quite good. Some of the stuff. I mean, the best bits are watching the Russian tanks break down and the Ukrainian farmers nicking it with their tractors. So there's been a few videos come out where tanks broken down at the side of the road. So Ukrainian tractors just come up to it, hooked up his tow rope, and buggered off with a free tank. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But yeah, so obviously that was the big news today out of the sort of Motorsport UK stable. We'll see how that affects it this year. Now, there was something else that came out today.
Should just say, if you're watching this and it does affect you, let us know.
For our Russian fans, if it's going to affect you, let us know.
Yeah.
Get them comments, Russian fans.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually. You can actually tell who listens to the audio side of it, and I don't think we do have any audio listeners in Russia.
I just thought, does anyone race a Lada?
What, in the UK?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they do in world touring cars, but they don't in the UK. Funny that.
Yeah, but I mean, old school Ladas. And stuff. Are they banning them as well?
Well, ban the vehicles as well.
Yeah.
Well, just ban Ladas in general. I think.
Does anyone even drive a Lada? I might race one.
I hope not. Right. The other bit of news today. Prepare to have a chuckle. Okay, it's not club racing, but this just made me laugh.
Yes.
I'm gutted that a club level racer has not managed to get OnlyFans as their sponsorship first.
Well,
You know what? When I started out as a joke between my mates, it was I'm going to try and go get sponsorship off OnlyFans, and now I regret not going for it. Now I've seen that.
So should have
yes.
done
So this was the McLaren. This was a British GT launch today. So there's a McLaren team that's got OnlyFans sponsorship, and I did see a little bit online. There's a few people that are fine with it. I'm fine with it. I don't really care. It's a blue chip sponsor. It's the company that sponsors it. But there's people actually suggesting that that's as bad as tobacco sponsorship. And I don't understand why.
Go on, Rob. Please do tell us why.
Well, finish that sentence. The same sentence you told us earlier.
To be fair, this isn't my 100% view. This was told to me, but tobacco sponsorship stops you from smoking, which stops you getting lung cancer. Nudes will not give you lung cancer. Naked videos, nudity, pornography will not give you cancer. Okay? Cigarettes will. That's why the sponsorship was banned. Nicholas.
Can I just say, I'm definitely going to the British GT if they bring back grid girls.
Jesus, Nick. Oh my God. Carl Barton actually says, "Is there a van hire place called OnlyVans?" Well, we'll see that. But I mean,
That's good.
that is very good. The only other thing out there, are there any club level people that are using OnlyFans to their advantage and getting a set of race tyres via the means of the website? There must be.
My
I mean,
OnlyFans never kicked off.
no, although to be fair, it kind of would have done. I think more people would have paid you not to have OnlyFans if you'd have maybe approached it that way.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Rekindle it.
Try and rekindle it. I mean, the problem is, Nick, no one wants to see that much hair.
Says you.
That's a good point.
Look at you.
That's a good point. Right, Jordan Honeybone, we've got a celebrity on the show tonight in Ashmore. All Square Racing Road. Hi, gang. Sorry I'm late. Been building race cars and buying takeaway.
Oh, he's made it.
Hi,
Right.
Chris.
Hi, Chris.
We'll allow you.
Good to see you during the week.
Who set up the Mini during the week. Excellent job as always. Top notch bloke. Highly recommend.
Oh.
Good luck trying to book him though, because he's fully booked to like next year, I think.
It's
He's
good.
not quite, is it?
I was going to say, we're looking at about June time, aren't we? Right, there were a couple of award shows over the weekend. Quite a poignant moment came at the BARC Awards. Robert Foote, who we sadly lost last year at the horrible incident at Brands Hatch, they named him the BARC Marshal of the Year. So I thought that was quite good.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
That's really good.
Has someone forgot to let the missus in, Steph?
No, I think she's in.
No, but yeah, I thought that was a good touch there. If you have got a chance, get yourself onto the BARC group as well on Facebook. They did publish a video when they announced it. Everyone rapturous applause. It was very well received. And fair play to those guys. It was a very good touch. Aaron Cook as well won the £1,000 associated with the John Miles Young Driver Award for his impressive season in the 750 Motor Club MR2 Championship, which, funnily enough, will be following this year with our ambassador Cameron Bell. So, congratulations to Aaron as well. It was a good, that was quite a good effort there. Jamie Moore.
They should do that every week, I think.
Yeah. Well, with Pinky and Perky in the same room together, they may have the recipe for an OnlyFans pairing.
Jamie,
add,
you
not
just
my-
subscribe to our channel, was it?
Jamie Moore, I must add, not my cup of tea, though. Well saved.
Jimmy, you thought of it.
Well saved. If you think, well, you know, I'm not going to go there. But Jordan Honeybone does add hashtag Pinky and Perky for OnlyFans.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, guys. I love it. I love
Wait,
the
no, that sounds wrong.
Jesus Christ, you two. Oh,
He's not going to help you.
I thought we'd improved in this show, but it's just going downhill very quickly. So for one last laugh, there we go. One OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
One
I
OnlyFans.
think every club racer should go and email OnlyFans now and try and get sponsored by them. Just get a whole grid of OnlyFans.
Oh, just offend everyone.
The corporate day would be amazing.
For God's sake. Oh my God. You had to go there, didn't you? Right. Who is up for some long distance
It's
racing?
getting hot in here.
It's quite warm.
It is quite warm. Who is up for some long distance racing? With 40/40 Racing, you can go long distance racing. In September this year, Club 24 Hour will be hosting their first 24-hour multi-class race at Anglesey. It looks like it's going to be an awesome event with something for everyone. 40/40 Racing are pleased to announce they will be attending with at least one, but maybe more, of their proven 116 trophy cars and will have full arrive and drive seats available. As usual, our package will be all-inclusive, including fees, spares, consumables. There are classes for up to 1600cc, as well as specific Gaz Shock's 116 trophy class, so there is plenty of opportunity for trophy hunting. The race is bound to be popular, so register your interest today by contacting the team by direct message or by emailing them at info@40, spelled FORTY, 40racing.co.uk. Per driver, per weekend, the costs are about 2,500 including VAT That's based on 6 sharing. You'd have to get in touch with them for the exact pricing. If you have a group that would like to book the whole car, email them for pricing at that email address, info@4040racing.co.uk. And for more details of the event itself, check out the website club24hour.co.uk. Right.
Hang on.
Gents, Type R Trophy. Let's talk Type R Trophy, because about 3 years ago, there was a scheme announced that rather caught our eye. I quite fancied to look at it. So did Nick, so did Steph, because for an inlet into club level racing, we thought this was a bloody good deal to get a car put together with a package on the grid for a year. And here to tell us about the championship and here to tell us all about the foundation program and other things involved in the world of the 750 Motor Club Type R Trophy is Ash Moor and James Mansell. So, gents, first of all, Type R Trophy. I'll go to Ash first. Type R Trophy, what got you hooked?
That good,
Ash?
is it?
Isn't that good? Yes.
VTEC, yo.
Yeah, sorry, man, my internet's horrendous.
Right, so before your internet goes, what got you hooked on the Type R Trophy?
I originally brought a golf to race in Track Day Trophy or Track Day Championship, which was all ready to go. And it probably wasn't until March time, literally before the start of the championship, where I saw a car come up for sale from Type R Trophy. I knew someone that was already booked in to race at the championship. And for me, purely the whole thing over Track Day Trophy or Track Day Championship was just the single make series. So, as obviously with motorsport, it's massive, and all it is to do with, well, not all it is to do with budget, but budget's like a huge thing, I believe, anyway, when it goes into multi-car racing or multi-manufacturer racing. And it's such a good way to keep the budget down. So that was the main thing that attracted me, because you're not racing someone who's put £5,000 worth of brakes and horsepower into their car. You're purely racing someone that's exactly the same car as you. So, yeah, that was the main thing that attracted me to the championship.
Okay, so have you come in via the foundation program, or have you already bought a car that was in the series? So how have you sort of come about it?
I bought a car that was already in the series. It was advertised on 750's website. And now Drive for Motion Motorsport, who actually build the cars for the foundation package. So, yeah. Right,
so I know you were saying to me just before the show you were going to speak to them and find out what their view of the
James, did you went through the package?
Yeah, I went through the foundation package. So
right, so that's quite a good segue to you, James. So you got in through the foundation package yourself. So tell us what that involved for you.
Yeah, well, I went up to Croft to go and see him. I was looking for different racing to get into. I went up to Croft to go and see him, and I spoke to James at the 750 Club. Learned about this foundation package, and basically I'm obviously a bit of a tight Yorkshireman, so I spent a while trying to figure out if it really was the best value way to get into it. but yeah, I tried to work out how I can build a car myself or whatever, but it was the best way of getting into it. So it was basically turn up at Tegewa with a Civic and a bag of cash and leave him the car and pick up a race car 2 months later, give him another bag of cash.
Outstanding. Well, this is what they show on the Type R Trophy. Let's be honest, the prices may change, inflation and stuff like that over the years. So from here, so you look to join the Type R Trophy from as little as $10,500.
Yeah,
so
I will,
that's $10,500 as a license. So did you come in as a novice or as a license holder?
I came as a license holder. I will say that is, I think that's last year's prices. It has, like you say, it has gone up. But yeah, I came in as a license holder. Yeah, which was I think I just 12.5 I paid ish. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. To be fair, with inflation and stuff like that, what they were saying is, I think the big reason they told me it's gone up a bit is because EP3s are just getting so hard to get hold of for decent money that it's just getting the base cars in it, and people keep racing them and smashing them up and making it even harder to get hold of them. So
yeah, I mean, you probably could find quite a few of them down at McDonald's.
with a set of trays under the back. But okay, so and I'll put my hands up now. Apologies, this looks like it's last year's bump. There's nothing sort of latest going up. But as a license holder here, so you get a race ready Honda Civic prepared with all the control parts. So absolutely everything. So you get a second pair of tyres and a second set of brake pads as well. So that's a good set of consumables. Nice. A pre-season track day, your 12-month 750 Motor Club membership, your registration fee, your double-header race meter. So that included the entry as well for the whole season.
Yeah, that's it. All entries. It's just literally everything. That's it. One payment, everything done for the whole season.
That is astounding. Absolutely astounding. So if that includes your entry fees, transponder hire, and your mechanical support, that's superb.
Yeah, and mechanical support as well.
Yeah. And if you're a novice, obviously it covers your Go Racing starter pack, your license, your ARDS tests, your medical if you need it, and you can even get a full kit package, which includes helmet, harness device, balaclava, race suit, boots and gloves, and a session with an instructor during the pre-season track day and a point of contact. For not that much more. So obviously it's listed here for 12 grand. It's probably gone up a little bit since last year, which again we put that.
Which is fair enough, it's going to, isn't it? But
it's going to, but that's astounding. Absolutely astounding. So
yeah, that's it. Even at this year's price, it's still pretty unbeatable, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, everybody goes on about budget, don't they? Motorsport is expensive regardless. And the fact that
speaking to a few teams that run the cars.
Yeah.
Sorry, speaking to a few teams that run the cars, pretty much a lost leader, to be fair for them. So it's purely just to get some numbers on the grid.
Yeah. I mean, did you get a chance to speak to Motion as well? How many cars are there prepping for the season, or?
Pardon, sorry.
Did you get a chance to speak to Motion and sort of get an idea of how many cars they're prepping for the season? Because I know they're quite key in the Type R trophy.
Yeah, massively. They're the main builders really that build, or between Motion, Downhill and Racing an area, but I don't really know how much area involved in it this season. I know Motion are running 7 cars this season, and they're literally inundated with people trying to get cars off them. So at the moment, I think there's 33, 34, 35 people registered with the championship and looking to be more as well by the time we come to the first round at Croft. So, yeah, it's unbelievable.
That first one was going to be wild.
What a Croft. Well, this was picked up a few weeks ago. Obviously, the picture's quite small there. But all those there, so what's 17 times 2? I'm done with maths.
I think there is 30.
Yeah, so you're looking at 34 cars, 35 cars there, and that's registered, ready to go. And there's some serious club races in there, the likes of, yourselves, Mark Dickin as well, that's won with Hyundai Coupe. Ursula Dorden has done the same. With, so there are people that have made the move from other series to the Type R trophy. So clearly they see something in it. So obviously,
fast, experienced lads in it.
Exactly. So, Ash, I'll come to you, internet pending. What's your expectations for this season? No, it's terrible.
Better internet. Are you with Sky?
I know.
It must be with.
Too far outside. Expectations for the season for me is really to pick up where we left off. So ideally, through the season, we really want to be getting podiums, but we'll have to see where we stack up. There's so many new drivers coming in that are pretty handy. So yeah, we'll have to see. Aim is podiums, goals, top 10, and we'll just see where we come, basically.
There we go. So you're out in the marketing delivery car this year, and I must say that is a beautifully prepped car.
It's very pretty.
Very nice. Speechless, in fact.
I love how we're tilting our heads to look at the picture.
It's quite cool. I mean, again, if you're watching on the audio version, listening on the audio version rather, why would you watch? It's a beautiful livery of Ashmore's car there. But I'll be honest with you now, Ash, you haven't had everything going plain sailing, have you?
No, not really through last season. Managed to have a couple of shunts last season, which impacted the budget a little bit. But it's I suppose it's one of them with racing. I was right in the mix of the bumper cars, I think, last season. So hopefully we'll be out in front of that this year.
Fingers crossed. Well, we have got a couple of onboard mishaps as well. So if we could have a look at them, Steph. I caught you out this time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Just a heads up, Ash, track limits.
Yeah, that was good. The black stuff.
No one
the
saw.
style points.
So talk us through that one. What happened?
That's what I struggled with most of the year, I think.
Just track limits.
I just ran out of talent, I think.
Right, we have
done
got,
it.
we have got a second clip here as well. So if we could just run that. Now that turn one at set, that was so. That was, you were pleased with that.
Yeah, that was a little bit better, that one.
Outstanding. So, okay, so your expectations for this year then, what realistically do you want to do championship wise? Are you sort of looking to win it, sort of challenge mid pack? What are you looking to do?
Hope your top 5 really is the aim for the end of the championship this year. If I can snag a podium through the way, that'll be awesome. But yeah, there's some decent drivers coming through. We'll see what happens. No one really knows until the first round of Crofts. So I know a lot of people are doing a lot of testing. So yeah.
See
Have
what
you been
happens.
doing much testing? Have you
Was
done
that
much
sorry, Nick?
testing at all, Ash?
Yeah, tested
Done
twice
any
so far this
testing?
season. Once. Yeah, tested twice so far. Once at Donington and once at Snetterton. Both times have been dry, annoyingly, because hopefully we're also looking to do some wet weather testing. We didn't really get any running in the wet last year. But yeah, so far so good, really.
That's good.
So far, so good. Like it. Well, knowing, like, I mean, you've got the first round sort of beginning of April in Croft. I'm going to be honest with you. I think as soon as you go anywhere up past sort of Birmingham area, it does get a bit rainy up north. No offence, James, of course, but
No, it's a bit wet up here today.
It will be wet, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
Wet's good.
Wet's good. Right, James.
Yes.
So you come into the championship as a relative novice, if I'm correct. So where's your racing been before? Have you just got your license and then looked to?
Yeah, basically I've done one race before this, and that was a 24-hour C1 race at Silverstone. So, not done. I've done obviously a bit of karting when I was younger, but yeah, my mate got on to me about building a car for this race. So we did built a car, got a few mates involved. Went out my first ever racing session in the middle at night because I had Copford night stint, and Yeah, had a baptism of fire, as they call it.
Yeah.
Middle of the
We've
night.
mentioned that in previous shows, haven't we? About people doing the 24-hour. Literally, the first time they've ever turned a wheel is 3 o'clock in the morning around Silverstone.
Yeah. To be honest, there's a video I didn't actually. I couldn't get hold of the copy, but there's a video I put on my Facebook from when I did it, and it was my first session. Went out, middle at night, raining, and it was under safety car, so it's a bit embarrassing. But I went straight out, first corner, slid straight off, and then sort of trundled around a bit and thought, yeah, best.
A bit like you couldn't find the video, really.
It's on my Facebook, but I couldn't find the original.
Right, so
everyone go check it out now.
Yeah, go check it out now. But as you can see, so you got a lovely 54-plate EP3, and you're running this year under Mansell Racing. So, who was the car built by in the end?
It was actually built by Area in the end.
Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah, like I said, via Tegua. I never actually spoke to him; it just all went through Tegua, but it's come back with a load of Area stickers on it. So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
Let's be honest though, we gave Ash the chance to sort of explain himself. Pre-season testing has been interesting, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Okay, so before we play the video, would you care to explain some incidents?
Yeah, well, the only the explanation is I done my first test shakedown, first drive of the car. First time driving for years without ABS or driving anything with any decent speed, to be honest, at Alton in the middle of that massive storm that we had. So it were a bit slippery. That's all I'm going to say. I'm blaming the storm.
We'll tell you what, let's show the ladies and gents at home just exactly what we're on about. Here's James in action at Alton. Right, so it was quite slippy.
I think it was definitely windy.
It must have been.
That's it. The wind blew me off. That's it.
So the championship's been running for several years, but before the show, you guys were telling us there's a significant change this year in the fact that the cars no longer have ABS. So how's that come about?
Last season, or a few times through the year, last year, there was a few mishaps with the brakes in some of the cars. So basically what was happening, Civics, if you run the curve really hard, suffer massively with pad knock. So you'd have to set the pad again going into the corner, which would lose a vacuum in the servo, which will then give you a rock hard brake pedal with no brakes at all. So unfortunately last year, a few lads did go into the wall at some pretty decent speed. And to combat it, basically 750 put their heads together with Tegua and come round with the ABS delete. So meaning hopefully that this year it won't happen. Both times in testing, I've run the curve pretty hard and haven't really suffered with any knock-off at all. So, yeah, so again, so far so good. I don't know what you thought, James, if you suffered any at all at Alton, but...
I don't think I managed to push it hard enough to worry about that. I was more worried about locking up and sliding on.
There we go,
Yeah,
guys.
no, it does seem to make a massive difference.
Okay. So, James, it being your first season in the Type R Trophy, so what's your sort of expectations of this year? What's your sort of mindset going into the year?
I'm just aiming to keep it off for its roof. That's what I'm aiming for. I've seen Civics racing, and a lot of them end up wrong way up, don't they? So
Fingers the honesty.
keep it on all fours, and we're all right. No, I honestly, I don't. Obviously, like I said earlier, I know there's some fast lads in it, so it'd be nice to be mixing it with mid-pack maybe or whatever. But at the minute, I don't really know how I'm going to stack up after my one C1 race.
That's the thing, as you say, you're coming in green, aren't you? So
yeah,
it'd be
probably.
good to see who you stack up. As you say, once you've got that first race under your belt and qualifying and what have you, then you probably go from there.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go. So first race for you both is Croft, 9th and 10th of April.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah. Have you raced there before? You have. Right. James obviously hasn't.
I've not.
So-
I've done Silverstone.
Okay.
That's track knowledge.
So Ash was nodding. So
No.
what's your...
Nothing like it.
And I've never... So Ash,
No,
what's
I was at Croft.
your experiences of Croft?
Raced there last year in Type R Trophy, and then done a Team Hard scholarship in 2018, 19, something like that at Croft. So that was the first time I'd ever been there. So yeah, first time racing there last year.
Nice.
Okay. So you're
Never
sort of
been
going... You've never been there, Nick?
Never been to Croft.
It is very, very up north.
Yeah, it is good.
Very up north. Many hours away.
Everywhere is up north to us.
We live on the south coast. There we go, guys. So, before we sort of stop there, is there any sponsors or anyone that's sort of running you this year? I'll let Ash go first, obviously, before his internet cuts out.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, so mate, I've got three main sponsors helping out at the moment. Mark and Delivery, as you boys said, at the side of the car. They've been an absolutely monumental help in getting me on the grid this season, along with all of them on Watch UK as well as Max Oliver Men's Hair. So, yeah, without them boys, I wouldn't be racing. So, yeah, massive thanks to them.
Good.
Awesome, Ash. And what about yourself, James?
Yeah, in terms of sponsorship, I've got a Open Control Solutions sponsoring me. I'm also budget depending. I'm trying to get a bit of a livery on to support Crohn's and Colitis UK.
Okay.
There's a charity that's pretty close to me. So it's not a sponsorship from them because obviously they're not paying me. I'm just trying to raise a bit of awareness and money for them.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so they're the two main things for me.
No, we're good.
Awesome.
Superb, guys. Well, please let us know how you're getting on during the season, 100%. And for me, I don't know about you guys, Pinky and Perky especially, Type R Trophy, it's one of the grids to look out for this year, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, again, it's got all the ingredients that we enjoy. One make series. As Ash said earlier, the car next to you is exactly the same. So the racing it's talent based, not wallet based.
Yeah.
And I'm always
100%.
a fan of that.
100%. Jamie Peter Ennis actually comments the Type R Trophy is a great championship. Was very impressed when I watched a couple of races last year. Nick Prawn Vaughan, Club Racing UK ambassador. You need a passport for Croft. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Don't forget.
It's only up road for me.
Well, it's only up the road for you, but I suppose, like you said, we live on the south coast. Anything above Andover is classed as northern.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. Right, guys, just quickly before we move on, Paddock Motorsports. Their 2022 season is fast approaching, and they still have seats available in their fully arrive and drive MX-5 Super Cup cars for either single events or full season entries. Eligible championships include the BRSCC MX-5 Super Cup, BRSCC MX-5 Super Cup Clubman, and the BRSCC Club Sport Trophy. Calendar includes Silverstone International and the Grand Prix Circuit, Cadwell, Snetterton 300, Brands Indy, Alton Park, Donington, and the Snet 300. So if you want to get yourself a ride in an MX-5 in the Super Cup, paddock-motorsport.com. Get on there and get yourself signed up to those guys. Terrific bunch of guys in that team. And get yourself a nice and arrive and drive seat today. Right, just quickly. Mark Dickon, another Type R trophy regular. Well done, lads. P.S. I've qualified last according to that grid. Well, I think, to be honest, we'll go back to that grid because I think that grid has purely been determined by random. Yeah, so you are, triple set. No, it's in number order. So that's what you qualify as triple set. Yeah, of course you start last if you got a frigging number that big.
Number one.
Hell.
Yeah, well, you get number 2.
I would have won.
No, number 1 always goes to the reigning champion in any series. It has to.
It was up for grabs. I wanted it.
Number 2.
Oh, you're racing
poo.
Number 2 because the mini is poo.
Love it.
No, you're going to be number 1 this year, aren't you? You're going to beat that Jordan Honeybone guy.
Yeah.
John Honeybone guy.
Who?
Wow. Jordan who?
Crashed into last year.
Yeah, good point.
The one you crashed into last year.
Don't start
Just stir the pot a little bit.
Jamie Peter Ennis, Salisbury to Croft, 4 hours door to door, practically local. Well, you know.
Don't give me that.
Bloody hell.
I'll get there 4 hours.
No. Especially when you're towing a trailer on the back, it turns into like 6 hours.
Because he's a super fast racing driver now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, and he's a mini racer as well. Right, guys. So, Rags to Racetrack premiered last week, didn't it?
How good
Or
was
rather,
that?
the week before. So, the day after
last
our
week.
last show, Rags to Racetrack did so premiere.
There she is.
Did
The title.
you watch it, everyone? Did you boys watch it?
I did actually. I watched it in laid it back of my truck when I was camping over at Alton on my own.
Nah, good
Get me
man.
going.
Don't make it sound depressive now.
What about yourself, Ash?
This is good.
Right.
That was good. It's been well received.
Starring some
Superstars.
superb people like
Yes,
Antonio. Look
starring
at
some
that.
superstars.
Absolute superstars. I mean, look at that stud. I mean, he's got the glasses. He's got the yellow Honda behind him. He just looks the absolute package. And then Sean.
And Sean with his imaginary bowling ball.
No. What he's doing there. He's just like, yeah, we're going to turn up and race. Mic drop.
Yeah, he's dropped the mic.
Nailed it.
He's dropped the
Like
mic.
Boom. Cool as a
Boom.
cucumber.
There we go, guys. So just quickly, Stefan, what?
Oh, you didn't load the other picture.
Where is it?
No, we didn't load the
2
other
seconds.
picture.
2 seconds. There was another star of the show if anyone hasn't watched it.
Oh, Mark Dick.
Um,
Oh, it's James Wilson as well.
Yeah.
yes. Well, I think the squirrel stole the show on that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should have done that.
Yeah,
Should've
we
just
did it. He
Yeah,
did,
it's well
didn't he?
received
Right.
though. It's just done very well.
Very well
Yes, thank
received.
If anyone hasn't
Just-
seen it, go and head over to the YouTube channel and check it out.
Exactly. Mark Dickon, well done, Robert Vorderman. Thank you. I am good with numbers, reasonably.
No. Please don't. Not
What?
orders.
Vorders, you're not keen? Nick's not
No
keen.
comment.
Right, okay, Steph, just give us a quick preview then of what is happening this year, YouTube-wise.
All right. So tomorrow night, it's the first episode of the Vectra, so that'll be airing tomorrow at 7:30. Again, you can go to the YouTube channel now. It's on there ready, so you can click the button to remind you when it goes live. The following week, it'll be Rob's video of his plans for the Focus this year. And then we've got some Amiga Motorsport stuff coming out. Again, we'll be doing the Mini, Veteran and the Focus all throughout the year. Plus following the ambassadors and everything they do, plus other stuff we get up to. And we're going to try and pretty much vlog as much as we do this year, just to show everyone what we get up to and all the cool fun stuff. And race cars, yo.
The GoPro's never far away.
Yeah.
Should be vlogging this, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Oh my God, Ashmore has moved house.
We've changed. Hopefully, we're a bit closer to the router now. I can actually hear you, to be fair. Things I do for you.
It's doing a lot better. Yeah, he's moved rooms just for the show. So yeah, lots of exciting YouTube stuff to go. And
so go to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe. Do it now.
Yeah. Only takes you 2 minutes, guys.
We need to hit 300 subscribers by the end of play today. Come on.
What number? What are you on at the moment?
280 something. Oh, Steph's got 2 screens. This is fancy. Oh, the suspense.
The suspense just while he finds out how many subscribers ClubRacingUK has.
287.
287. Okay, so yeah,
13
get yourself
more subscribers. Get us to 300 subscribers tonight. Go, like it, share it, even let your dog share it.
Exactly. Carl Barton comments, actually, Rags to Racetrack was amazing. Thank you very much, Carl.
Oh, thanks, Carl.
Hopefully with the concept episode out there now, we can push it a bit further and hopefully make the series we wanted to make. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. But
this is it. We need back in to make it happen. Obviously, Darren, the wizard behind it, of Scruffy Bear Pictures, he needs feeding. So once we get some people on board, people behind. I mean, if there's clubs and teams, etc., that want to get involved, get in touch, and we can start penciling in plans, season, following you for the season, etc. Sponsors want to get involved, just give us a shout. And yeah, we're going to be plugging it all year anyway, so we want to make a proper TV show of it, which would be cool. So
yeah, it'd be mega.
That would be absolutely mega. Yeah. Right, guys, we've actually had
about it enough, do we?
No, we don't.
It's the best racing out there.
It is the best racing out there. On that note, I do think the Type R Trophy is going to be one of the top 5 championships to look out for this year, just in terms of racing spectacle as well. We love the Type R Trophy. We love the Civic Cup as well, with our ambassador Dan Thackeray that we'll be following closely this year as well. So yeah, if you have got a Honda Civic EP3 and you want yourself some nice, competitive, low-budget racing, it might be worth getting your car down to Tegua and getting on the Type R Trophy grid, guys. There we go. We've had quite a fast show tonight, 50 minutes.
It's been a pretty quick show.
It's been a very quick show.
I've only heard about half of it.
Well, you are right, though, Nick. We are sort of halfway through the way we normally go.
Well, we're trying to make them a bit short and snappy.
We are trying to make changes to make them a bit shorter and a bit snappier, because we do appreciate a lot of people don't want to sit here for 2 hours of an evening and listen to us lot waffle on. Stefan.
Just a little big announcement.
Use your left hand.
A little big announcement.
Oh, yeah. That would have been better, wouldn't it?
That's much
easier. I like to mix things up. So a big announcement. Fireworks. Ching, 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 ching. We've got some calendars left over. They will be going up for sale at a discounted rate very soon. So keep an eye on the website to get yourself a calendar for the remaining of the year at a much lower price.
Seeing as though you can only use 9 months of it, to be fair.
You've got 9 months left.
Yeah, so,
There we go. Right, just quickly, the comments are rolling in again. So, Matt Clary, who's going to Silverstone then? It depends what you're going to Silverstone for.
Oh, we all know what we're going to Silverstone for.
They have got some serious events coming up, like the Super Tourers.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, damn straight we'll be there. I will be absolutely salivating over every single Super Tourer in that paddock. They'll probably end up kicking me out.
Stop humping the cars.
Yeah, Rags to Racetrack just needs OnlyFans sponsorship.
Yes, it does.
There we go.
If it pays for the series.
If it pays for the series, that's a very good point, but that does give us an excuse.
Some more dodgy ones. What other dodgy sponsorships can we get? That's funny.
Well, to be fair, I mean, in terms of dodgy sponsorship, I don't watch British Superbikes a lot, but there was the team a couple of years ago that was sponsored by Pornhub. Genuinely. And they ran the Pornhub scheme. So...
That's for another email I'll be sending later.
Basically, just... It's no holds barred now, so if it's anything sordid, as long as it's not tobacco, you're all right.
Yeah.
Just... Why not?
Why not?
We need to get on this thing. We need to find some funny sponsors.
Business.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the Formula One grid I saw earlier on are sponsored by imaginary money now.
What, are you on about the money that mysteriously gets pulled off the car when sanctions are brought in, or are you on about other things?
I saw that was 8 out of the 10 teams this year are sponsored by crypto money.
Yeah.
It's not real, is it?
Well, you know. Nick Prawn-Vaughan, is there an update on mini-mapping, or did I miss that early on? Do we have an update on the mini-mapping, Stefan?
The mini-mapping is booked in for next Tuesday at hybrid tuning.
I can't believe you nearly forgot that.
Right, that was because I had the other one, the Ford one in my head from it. Hybrid tuning. It's not going there. Definitely not going there. Hybrid tuning. Yeah. So unfortunately, the guys we normally use to do our mapping, and normally they're brilliant. We can phone them up 2 days before we want to go, and they get us straight in. Unfortunately, he's sold his dyno, so it ain't going there. I wasn't aware until I phoned him up. So
there we go. Nick Prawn-Vaughan reminds us it's the 26th and 27th of March. The Super Tourers are at Silverstone. Barc also have meetings there as well. Don't forget. I think one of them is in 2 weeks' time. So don't forget, people. We're in March now. Race season is upon us.
News, did we?
We didn't.
It's race month.
It is race month.
We're
It is all
racing
kicking off.
this month, everyone.
I know. The modified Fords are at Silverstone with the BRSCC meeting April 20th. It's a bumper month. A lot of series are starting.
That's not March. We're talking about March.
March 20th, they're at Silverstone.
You said April.
I said April. That's because I'm a dick. Matt Cleary, I picked the other weekend, Snet Saloon Sunday. There we go.
It's another good choice.
Snet Saloons will be there. Mark Dickon, that season there was Pornhub, Sonango Beer, and Tenner for Men. What more do you need?
Love it.
There we go. I mean, what other alternate sponsorships could you push for that would be?
We need some people to get in the comments.
Get in the comments and show
There's
us.
gotta be some funny ones.
Sussex Road and Race do amazing maps too for your mini, Jamie. Unfortunately, Hybrid Tunes got in there first.
I did speak to them, to be fair. Unfortunately, I believe our mini's far too modified for what they're happy to map with what we were asking. So
fair enough.
I did speak to them. They do amazing work and stuff, but unfortunately, they can't help us this time. But thank you for your suggestion.
There we go, guys. Right, guys, we've had a bit of an appeal here from Sheila Kersley. So I'm going to bring up, it's quite a long comment here. So I don't normally write everything, but our 13-year-old son is going to be racing in the UK IKR Championship, karting championships this year. We'll be racing against seniors and senior pro karts. It's a very big achievement as he's only a junior to be racing against 16-year-olds and grown men. So he has a lot to do. We're very proud of him. He's Harvey Kersley Karting on Facebook. However, he will also be joining the junior saloons next year. So all go. Well, Sheila, keep us in the loop. Let us know how you're getting on with that. Absolutely.
Kersley family are going to be busy this year because I've seen a new car being built as well.
Yes. I did see that.
Yeah.
So there we go, guys. If you are out there and racing this year, send your cars into Club Racing UK and we could get them on the next episode.
Use the hashtags and tags Club Racing UK.
Use the hashtag Club Racing UK and CRUK, and we'll see if we can get them on the next episode. Right, guys, we're hitting the hour mark, so I think that's about it for tonight. So thank you very much, Ash Moor and James Mansell, for coming on the show to talk about all things Type R Trophy. Any other business, gents?
Thanks, guys.
Tune in tomorrow, YouTube.
Yeah, tomorrow's YouTube.
The Rusty Shed makes an
Tune in
appearance.
tomorrow, yeah, so the Rusty Vectra Shed makes an
Come on,
appearance.
13 more subscribers. Everyone watches YouTube.
There we go. Manscaped at my first I like that. Absolutely fantastic. Sheila's come back. His dad, Alex Kersley, is building a new car for the Hyundai Coupe Cup. Jamie Peter and his Fun Cup at Silverstone on the 19th of March, and it's being live streamed. Yes, and the modified Fords will be there, so I will be there supporting many people.
We're going racing. So hold on a second then. Our next show is in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
It is.
Any racing would happen by then? Will we have race roundups in our next show?
We will have race roundups in our next show because there will at least be one meeting that's taken place. So it'll be a very short roundup, but
doesn't matter. We get to talk about racing.
We get to talk about racing.
We can stop waffling about nonsense.
Pretty much. So thank you for coming on to talk Type R Trophy tonight, Ash and James. And thank you, as usual, to Pinky and Perky. They'll start beating each other up now. From myself, Robert Lewis, and from the pair of idiots at Stefan's house, Stefan Marsh, Nick Holmes, Ash Moor and James Mansell. Have a good evening, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers. See you later.
I'm not ready with the video, so give me a minute.
Ash is gone.
See
Bye,
ya.
Ash.
See you. There we go. Not everyone. Goodbye.